This is how I work full-time and still manage to run a YouTube channel. People who know I create content often ask me, how do you find the time? And the honest answer is, I didn't find the time. I built the structure to make time for it, and it didn't happen overnight. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kriti. I'm a data scientist by profession. On this channel, we decode psychological frameworks for lasting change and practical strategies for ambitious 9-to-5 professionals who want to sustain high performance without burnout. I decided to stagger my tasks throughout the workday instead of having fixed timings for things like going to the gym or creating content. And this is what a typical day in my week building a second life without quitting my first one looks like. The morning is mine. I freshen up, do a little skincare, and take my supplements. I make it a point to drink water before coffee. In fact, the general recommendation is to wait 30 minutes after supplementation and 90 minutes after waking up before drinking coffee. I tune into a podcast or something that feeds my thinking in the morning, along with my coffee. This is my version of a slow morning. That 2-hour window after waking up is purely for psychological grounding. And I think that matters more than people realize. Because building something on the side isn't about squeezing as many tasks as possible into your calendar. It's about protecting your energy and learning to channel it strategically. I make some breakfast. Then I open my tracker to plan my day and make a journal entry soon after. So at the start of each day, I have a plan of what I'm going to focus on and get done by the end of the day. And I don't keep more than 3 tasks in priority. For example, that looks like 1. Go to the gym, 2. Research ideas for YouTube, and 3. Make 1 Instagram post. So I've set the intention for the day even before it officially starts. Then I reset the house a bit. Unload the dishwasher, take the trash out, the small stuff. It might seem inconsequential, but when your space is chaotic, your thinking becomes chaotic. And when you're trying to balance 2 lives, I find that I simply can't afford extra mental stimulation from clutter. I log into work at 8:30 while working from home, check some emails, chats, and attend our morning stand-up. I'm a data scientist, so most of my work happens behind the scenes, and I don't have a lot of meetings, which is great. So we're mostly working in focus blocks. Working full-time while building something on the side forces you to become disciplined with your cognitive energy. Like, I'll finish an analytical work block by noon and then break for lunch. We've been doing factor meals for a while now, but even otherwise, lunch is always a high-protein, macro-friendly meal at home. During this time, I'll watch something related to building a personal brand, scroll on my phone, listen to music. I don't try to optimize for hustle every second. But on some other days, I'll open my idea bank and start drafting a video script. I find that inspiration is unreliable. If I wait to feel creative, nothing gets made. So I already keep a collection of ideas captured in Notion and get to it when I have free time. I try to consciously rest and reset quite often. My brain needs a lot of mindless space in between tasks. After lunch, I'll continue with blocks of content work woven between my 9-to-5 work. And I plan based on how much work needs to get done for the day. If there's not much, then I'll use the whole afternoon for content like video editing or YouTube scripting. Progress for me happens in cycles over the week. I log off at 5, rest, and chill for a bit until 6. Around 6:30, I head to our community gym downstairs and get done by 8. Some days, I even eat dinner early, like before 7, and then go to the gym around 8. So I'm kind of flexible with my schedule here. Gym time is me time, and I absolutely need that to rest and reset, process the day, and maybe even come up with some ideas. If I skip going to the gym consistently, I feel it. My creativity drops, my feel-good factor drops. And again, this habit wasn't built overnight. Here's the link to my other video that you can watch after this one to see how I integrated fitness into my routine. This habit supports everything else that I do and is an absolute non-negotiable for me. After I head home from the gym, we watch some Netflix, movies, or shows. And by this time, I'm mentally checked out after finishing my top 3 tasks for the day. It's then time for my nighttime wind-down routine, and we're in bed by around 10:30. Some nights, we scroll for a bit until 11, and then it's time to go to sleep, and the cycle of cycles repeat the next day. The other thing that I want to call out is this video might make it look easy or peaceful, but there's often a lot of emotional fluctuation and feelings of boredom and uncertainty in between. And I think this part is also important. I didn't start off like this with structured weeks. Years ago, I was still figuring out my job, my skills, my passion, energy, motivation, and work style. It took time and I think it's still a work in progress, but it's definitely more stable than before. And stability is underrated when you're trying to build something long term. The systems that keep me going come from habits and decisions that I made a long time ago, specifically to align with this path. For example, decisions like choosing a flexible or hybrid job and living in a condo with plenty of amenities helps us keep our self-care routines active even when the weather's not great or when life gets overwhelming. And things like content, fitness, nutrition tracking, I view these as life skills that I've built over a period of 4 or 5 years. In fact, I was stacking up these practices one by one, not all at once. Now I just sequence them strategically throughout the day to make it all fit. And consistency doesn't mean intensity every single day. It means defaulting to your system and structures. Like over the week, everything gets done. I did try to have specific days and specific times for certain tasks, but I figured that I just couldn't work that way. That's just not my working style. And I also find that I can't force creative tasks on some days. So in that situation, I do the smallest possible thing that contributes to progress over the week. And that way there's flexibility in the system. So that's what makes it sustainable for me. And when I talk about building a second life, I don't necessarily mean that my 9 to 5 is my enemy. It funds my passion and stability, and it keeps my skills sharp and adds structure to my days. A lot of people assume that you need constant motivation to juggle two paths. I think first and foremost, you need clarity about why you're doing it. Because despite having so many systems that I've created for myself intentionally, sometimes it's really hard to force output. And that's because it feels like I'm between two identities. I have this corporate identity of mine and then this creative identity, and it feels like I'm not owning one thing entirely. So it really does make sense to me why people quit to pursue content creation full time. But right now, my strategy, I'm not optimizing for growth, I'm optimizing for sustainability. And I ask myself this question: how would I behave, or what would my routine look like if my channel blew up overnight? What would I still continue to do? And that's what I'm building towards. And I think that changes how you work. Personally, I think if I tried to do everything at once after I quit my job, like building a YouTube presence and monetizing it, I would probably burn out from the pressure and uncertainty over time. So all in all, I find that I have enough time during the week to get everything done. Right now, I'm posting just one YouTube video per week comfortably, and some weeks it's two, because I'm getting better at it. Also fully acknowledging that we don't have kids, pets, or other responsibilities in this phase of our life. And so while we're grateful for this season of focus, we're also making sure to put it to good use. And I think I've been fortunate enough to be able to design my life in a way that removes a lot of resistance, protect my mornings, my energy. It really does feel slow and boring, especially with no immediate rewards or a finish line in sight. But the sooner that you accept that most of the work happens without external validation, the better it will be. Building a second life without quitting your day job isn't about squeezing more tasks into your day. It's about architecting your life differently and then staying consistent within a structure for years. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.